Hello there, everyone. You're back with Phil playing some Pillars of Eternity on Baby Beard Media. So we are neck deep in Raedric's Hold. Please do your stealth. I hear something walking around. It's getting a ways away from the party now. Trap there.
That's unusual.
And Kana all the way over here. It's like, ooh, I feel more experienced from that. Great. So before I delve right into the back here, let's clear out this corner through this locked door, and then we can get through here later as well. Okay. It's not locked. You can wait in this. Okay. Interesting. Okay.
I'll see what I can do.
Easy.
Yes? What?
Yes.
And what does the flame reveal?
Yes?
What's in here? We've got development of a Crucible Knight Part 1, lower ranks. Wow, they spent a lot of time writing stuff for this game. Okay. More interested in the money, to be quite honest. How a nuisance would it be though if you had a castle and you've got your lovely dungeon, your waterways, but it's absolutely chocked full of ghouls and monsters. Like,
Hey.
Water supply's gone down again. What are we gonna do? Alright, I have to send someone down who doesn't mind dealing with a few ghouls. Oh. We just dive down there? Okay. Probably going to clear out this whole place because I don't want to miss any good loot or anything. Okay, we are... okay, cool. This puts us outside. Very good to know. Very, very good to know. Definitely something moving around in there. Didn't seem to be anyone else in here because there's no way up, I think. We have...
How may I help?
Disabled this trap. Yeah, I don't want to miss any good loot or anything in here. Chance for experience, especially when playing on hard. Some ooze, cool. That's not too bad.
Yeah?
Hey.
Fought those before. So what damage is it immune to? I'd love to know what they're immune to. Oh, it just might tell me on here. Reduction not Immune to blinded, dazed, frightened, prone, terrified. Something someone does passively? I'd love to know what things they're immune to. So there's the beginning of the fire, right? Engaged in melee. 26 corrode damage. Ouch. Graze. Yeah, I don't know what it's immune to. Prone maybe? Yeah, no, it's not sure. Definitely immune to something that would. No dramas. Did just get a little
How
bit
may I help?
distracted there.
I'll see what I can do. The work of a moment.
Yeah, I'd love to get to the bottom of some of these mechanics.
Aztec worth and wrath.
And Ada, Matt, please get your sword out. Run in.
Hey.
Ouch. A disengage hit. It's proving to be quite effective. Blinded. Oh, right. That worked really well. They're really susceptible to that blinding attack. Excellent.
Hi.
That worked out so well. That was tactical AF. I don't know how I just shot up to the corner of the map.
How may I
That's
help?
weird. Yeah, that was very tactical. Blood smeared on the wall in the vague shape of letters. Whatever it once said has been obscured by a crimson handprint. Huh? Oh, an ooze saw us. Okay, no problems.
Crave thou Firan
Only an ooze. Great. Oh, we've got 3 level ups pending now. Which is great.
Hey.
And this seems like it's very, very doable. So this kind of progress is really enjoyable to make. A few instances of really butting my head up against things. So this requires some lockpicks. I think I've got a lot of lockpicks.
I'll have it in no time.
Oh, there's Giacomo.
The work
Easy.
of a moment.
Thought he would be a lot harder to get to. A few bloodied fingernails are embedded in the dirt. Okay. I'm glad I didn't spend any lockpicks on that one. I thought he would be protected by this evil jailer I was warned about in the lower dungeons. Okay, there's more revenants.
I wonder what this is.
Right. Yeah, where is she? I was told she was very fierce. She may be in there. Looks like a laboratory.
I'll have it in no time.
Yes, it requires 1 of 15. That's fine.
The work of a moment.
Hey, over here, he says. Giaco. This young man's face is badly bruised, and his gaunt form is covered in a threadbare shirt. He watches you, shivering, with a measure of hope in his eyes. I don't know who you are, but will you help me? Ida looks pained. Our noble lord at work. He gazes nervously past you, the open cell door. I don't think I can fight my way out. You must be Giaco. Nedma sent me to find you. Nedma? Giaco gives a quiet laugh of disbelief. The priest sent you? I thought he'd leave me here to rot. He wasn't too happy when I left the keep. I told him I could do far more good with Kolsk than as an acolyte. He accused me of joining a band of outlaws. Jackie looks down his feet. Oh, I guess we were both run. What can you tell me about Nedmar? Nedmar's been a father to me, really. My actual father was a trader, and he died in a bandit raid when I was young. I don't remember him much. I remember the days after, though, stuck here in Gilded Vale, begging for food. Nedmar was a priest of the scattered god back then. He took me in and raised me in the church. I was going to follow in his footsteps, even after he converted and we turned to the twinned god. But I started seeing what was happening to Gilded Vale, what Redrick was doing. And Nedmar, he just kept on saying things would work out, that we had to stand by the Lord of the Keep. Kolsk was the only one who seemed to be willing to do anything about it instead of, well, preaching. So that's 2 fathers I've left behind. I take it you ended up here after assaulting the keep with Kolsk and his men. Yes, it seemed a good plan. We got in without incident, and I knew the way, but we were surprised in the dungeons, and most of us. You'll have seen some of them, fought them. Their bodies, at least. Not their minds anymore, but their souls. The woman down here, Redrick's Animancer, her name is Osrya. I've heard her speaking sometimes, talking about a cure. Lord Redrick calls on her often, but she's not curing anyone. She's only turned men and women into monsters. I watched her take the others. I was sure I'd be next. Aloth shakes his head. Men and women turn to this evil to cure Hollowborn. Madness. Tell me about Osrya. There's something not right about her. A bad feeling. I mean, I knew the moment she arrived, things would take a turn for the worse. So nothing good comes of dealing with Animancers. Unnatural, the lot of them. She's the one who transformed them. Changed my friends into monsters. Said she was doing it for the good of Gilded Vale. More the good of her coin purse and her sick curiosity. She's dangerous. And who knows what else she's got in her laboratory. I wouldn't go in there. She has a convincing manner. Spells, no doubt. You're free, make a run for it. Thank you, stranger. I have to get back to the fork. But first, some food and rest, I think. Tell Nedmar, well, tell him I still have the carving of the pale knight he gave me as a boy, and that I hope he is well. Good luck, and may the gods keep you safe. Yep, I've released him from his cell. Okay.
Hey.
Gather up.
Hi? All right, then.
We are going to level up before we take on Osrya and the rest of her gribblies. So bear with me. His athletics are getting good. Some points in stealth. Let's give you some survival. That's fine. Okay. Now we have another ability. Defender. More conservative combat strategy, concentrating on locking down enemies that stray too close. The fighter increases his or her number of engagement targets to 3, but at the expense of deflection. Okay. So he can keep people and make attacks of opportunity if they go past him. Or vigorous defense. Fiercely determined to deflect all coming blows, dramatically increasing defenses for a short time, 1 per encounter. 20 plus 20 all defenses 15 seconds. That's really good. Accuracy. Cool. Aura of deflection, 2 meters. I don't think it's huge, but I'm trying to build him as like a frontline defender. Oops, sorry, frontline defender tank. Well, this is 2 per encounter. Does a lot of damage and pulls people in and dazes them. This is pretty good. Doesn't really go with my build for him, but it seems strong. 5 meters to pull. 5 meter pull. Daze for 12 seconds. That seems really good. Guardian stance seems pretty good too. Oh, yeah. This one's a bit flashier. It gives him some more per encounter abilities. Yeah, I'm a bit torn. These all seem pretty good. I'm gonna go with the one I feel like goes with his like archetype that I'm trying to build from a bit more as like a frontline defender of people around him. So the Guardian stance, he won't be doing as much damage, he won't be hitting, but he does have that confident aim that changes his grazes to hits. So they sort of synergize quite nicely. It sort of mitigate some of this if I do keep him in Guardian stance a lot. But yeah, that buff to his allies would be really good for when I get some more frontline fighters. And I use Mirror on the front line a bit as well. Okay. So Laura let me use better scrolls, but I don't think he gets these interactions. It might be a bit wasted here. Just trying to up everyone's stealth a little bit. And he gets a whole new tier of spells. A large bonus to defenses. Nagging doubt in the face of Unbreakable Health consumes enemies in the area effect, lowering their melee accuracy and critical hit range. Ooh, increased critical hits. Calls down a Pillar of Divine Judgment, inflicting crush damage and knockdown on enemies in the area of effect. Cool. Frees allies in the area of effect from perceived constraints, granting immunity to the hobbled and stuck. Restore moderate endurance. Yeah, it's the same on each level. Warding seal generates magical seal, explodes in a burst of electrical energy when the enemy comes into contact with it, inflicting shock damage. Okay. And Watchful Presence. Blesses ally with the aid of Sympathetic Cell, releasing a healing effect when the endurance is low. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, there's almost too much choice, I think, in spells. As I'm sure you've gotten used to me umming and ahhing about which priest spell I'm going to use, as I've never seen them all before. Stealth and mechanics. It's fine. I get a new phrase. Level 2 phrase. Lo, the endless hosts, the harbingers of doom. Field of terror, frightening enemies in the area of effect. Resolve and dexterity reduced by 2, accuracy reduced by 10, okay. 1 doesn't stood against the power of the saint. Duration and defends against those 2. Rime and Frost followed the footfalls of Karth. Allies leave a hazardous trail of frost wherever they move, hobbling and causing freeze damage to enemy. I think so. Decreases reload time and increases the speed of ranged attacks. Reduces accuracy of disengagement attacks for enemies in the area of effect. I like this one. Great. Done.
Following your lead.
Let's... okay. So this one gives everyone will and then makes everyone quicker. So this is like the defensive one, okay? And then this one can be drains their endurance and frightens them. Yeah. So drain their endurance, keep them frightened. This buffs defenses. Okay.
Hey.
Great. Okay. That's her laboratory up there. Oh no. Wow, that's what I get for not scouting. Oh, he wasn't stealthed. Whoops.
Wayface. Sailmate. Mate.
It's just one.
Hey.
Okay. I think it's time to confront Osrya in her laboratory.
And what does the flame reveal?
She's got a great one for like hobbling enemies, right? It's like vines and stuff. Tanglefoot. Ah, they are pretty good against that. Not those guys though. Hit me with that.
How may I help?
So they should be nice and hobbled. Not actually sure what hobbled does, but that's okay. Encounter doesn't look too difficult. Get in there. Get your weapons out. Get in there. You turn on this so that she's knocked out. Yep, everything's fine. Let's just keep going. Boom. Not too bad. Oh, that lasts a long time. Let's do a quick check of that. Maybe she's in here. So, what did I use? I used a first level spell, this one. Hobbled. Dexterity reduced by 2, movement by 1.5, reflex by 20. Okay. Okay, makes it easier to hit with spells. So it's not just a slowing their movement down thing. It does actually do other stuff. Okay. Blood and flecks of dried flesh encrust the restraints.
Yes?
The tank is warm to the touch. The glass vibrates with a bubbling fluid inside. Ooh. Money. Potion of Eldritch Aim. Oh, I've been forgetting about that.
Yes?
Doesn't have a huge amount of spell slots, though. Might learn these. She's an Animancer, that might be really good on her against the boss. That can really use Melwood's Grimoire to its fullest. Aye, that's his. I really want to know about that, like awakened personality he has. Okay, these are green. That looks like that might be the boss area. If we take her on, that might be the end of the episode. Money.
I'll see what I can do. The work of a moment.
Some padded armor. Not sure why that was locked. It's not a particularly valuable thing in there. Okay, this is a big, big map. Ooh, camping supplies. Yes. Great. There's a big map of stuff up here. Laboratories in here. We haven't done this whole corner. Cool.
Yes?
Great. Alright, I think this is it. Let's see if Osrya can best my party.
Hey. How may I help?
Hey there.
What? Following your lead.
Hey.
A woman, caught mid-step across the room, turns her head to face you. Long curls of black hair frame her face, one side of which is flecked with some green liquid. The gaze she sets upon you holds an eerie intensity. More interruptions. The woman sets down the book she holds, smiling faintly. What an interesting time we've been having of late. So many uninvited guests. I suppose I have you to thank for all the damage to my work. It took time to get those people back on their feet, you know. Osrya frowns. What is it you're doing here? Lord Redrick sent me to check on your progress. Osrya regards you coldly for a long moment. At last, she throws up her arms in the air in frustration. Of course he did. I'd have thought a few days at least before he resumed his growling. If Lord Redrick wishes to see swifter progress, then perhaps he might deign to prove the materials I need. Does he think he's the only one growing impatient? I am gifted with this pitiful little laboratory, and he expects miracles. And meanwhile, that old wretch, that useless priest, has the whole of the upper keep to himself. And what does he provide? Superstition and useless advice. She lets out an angry gust of air. Very well then, look upon my progress. I have made what use of Kolsk's filthy cohorts I was able. Tell Redrick that I will have more useful information for him once I have been given adequate time for study. If you're lucky, he won't hang you in my place. I can't kill her.
Hey. All right then.
I can. does this work? What's the target? Is that you, Aloth? That's Durance. Where are you? Oh, you're here. You're casting Eldritch Aim. Oh, ow. Durance.
Mow it.
I think we can go all out here.
Yeah?
Firing is all of the time. What?
Get this guy off us, please. These things can't be sickened. Oh, did she just disappear? Okay. Good heal. Good heal. Oh, that was a good spell. That totally nuked him. She's hidden. She's hidden in there, I guess.
Of course.
Right. Oh, she died. That's the key. I guess that's the key to his what's his face's cell. She's got money aplenty, and we've got her grimoire. Cool. She's got missiles. She's got jolting touch. She's got fleet feet. Binding web, fireball, crackling bolt. Oh, there's some good stuff in there. We'll take it all.
Hey, I'll see what I can find.
Glad we killed her. She's no
Hey.
good. Oh, black cat. Hello. At first you think this poor creature is diseased, for its black fur seems to have fallen off its hide in patches. But when the cat turns to investigate a fly on the wall, you note that the entire section of its ribcage is open to the air. Some of its tail has rotted away altogether to reveal a few jagged vertebrae. This doesn't seem to bother the cat much. It lets out a trilling purr and rubs against your skin. Pet the cat. You spend a few pleasant moments scratching the cat between the ears. Black fur comes away in clumps. Pick up the cat. Pick up the surprisingly light and unexpectedly pointy creature, and it purrs contentedly in your arms. Black cat added to inventory. Pet. This small black cat makes a grisly companion, for its thin hide is stretched over its bones. The skin is rotting away around its chin, and there is an unsavoury gleam in its golden eyes. All the same, it seems content to twine about ankles, purring. There are pets? Do you like equip them somewhere? Oh, look. There's a pet slot. Huh. Well, as I said, defeating Osrya would be the end of the episode, so I'm going to leave that one there. Thanks for joining me. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. See you next time.